Welcome to the Midnight Storylines official. Subscribe for traumatic and romantic stories.
I was banging on the door so hard that my hands were trembling and my palms were burning with pain, but I could not stop. The thought alone was killing me. My husband was inside the servant's room, and he was not alone. I kept screaming, "Open the door, open it right now." My heart felt like it would explode out of my chest, and with every second that passed, my fear turned into certainty. I knew what was happening behind that door. When it finally opened, I pushed it with all my strength, causing it to slam against the wall. I rushed inside without thinking, and there she was, standing right in front of me. She was wearing my nightgown, the soft pink silk one he once said made me look beautiful. Seeing her in it felt like someone had stabbed me. She looked at me, and she smiled. "How dare you?" I shouted, my voice shaking with rage and disbelief. "With my husband, in my clothes. Aren't you ashamed? You're stealing him from me." I moved forward to hit her, but before I could touch her, my husband grabbed my wrist tightly. His grip was firm, almost painful. "Shame," he said coldly, looking straight into my eyes. "Did you feel shame when you stole your own sister's husband?" His words hit harder than any slap. I stared at him in shock, unable to breathe. "You did the same thing," he continued. "You trapped me. You ruined your sister's marriage. And now you're angry." My voice came out hoarse and broken. "I did all that because you loved me. You left her for me." He looked at me without emotion, as if I meant nothing to him anymore. "I loved you once," he said slowly, "but now I love Melissa. Now leave." He dragged me outside and shut the door in my face. I walked back to my room with lifeless steps. My legs felt heavy, as if they did not belong to me, and as I sat on my bed in the dark, my past began to replay in front of my eyes, clear, painful, and impossible to escape.
Years ago, there were two sisters living together in a small apartment in Chicago.
The older sister, Emma, was responsible, calm, and hardworking. After their parents passed away, she became everything for her younger sister. She worked 2 jobs just to make sure Lily could continue her education. She paid the rent, the bills, the college fees, and still came home to cook and clean. She never complained. She never made Lily feel like a burden. Lily was beautiful, charming, and emotional. She loved her sister, but somewhere deep inside her heart, there was always a quiet jealousy. Jealousy of Emma's strength, her maturity, and later her happiness. One evening, Emma came home looking different. Her cheeks were pink, her eyes shining. "There's someone I want you to meet," she told Lily shyly. His name was Smith. He was confident and polite. The first time he came to their apartment, he brought flowers. He spoke gently. He looked at Emma, as if she was the only woman in the world. Lily noticed that look. She noticed everything.
At first, everything was normal. Smith treated Lily kindly, like firmly. Emma was happy. Their home felt warm. But slowly, something began to change inside Lily.
She started noticing the little things about Smith, the way he laughed, the way he rolled up his sleeves after work, the way he smelled after a shower. She told herself it meant nothing, but it did. She began sitting closer to him on the couch. When Emma went to the kitchen, Lily stayed behind. She asked him about his work, his dreams, his childhood, and he answered. He never created distance. He never stepped away. "You're like a little sister," he would sometimes say casually, but his eyes, did not always reflect those words. One rainy night, Emma had a late shift at work. The electricity went out, and the house was lit only by candlelight. Lily and Smith were alone. The silence felt heavy. She reached out and touched his hand. He did not pull away. That was the moment the line was crossed. After that night, Lily knew exactly what she was doing. She started dressing differently around him. She laughed louder at his jokes. She complained about feeling lonely.
She told him that Emma was always tired, always busy, that she did not understand him.
"I wish someone would love me the way you love Emma," she once whispered. That sentence changed everything. Smith began looking at her differently. Their conversations became secret. Late-night messages, deleted call logs, hidden smiles across the dinner table. The affair grew silently, inside Emma's own house. And then one day, Emma found out. She saw the messages on his phone. She saw pictures she was never meant to see. Her hands trembled so badly that the phone slipped from her fingers. When she confronted them, Lily cried and pretended it was a mistake. "It just happened," she said. Smith blamed Emma instead. He told her she had changed, that she was cold, that she did not care about him anymore. Within months, Emma signed the divorce papers. She did not scream. She did not fight. She simply broke. She moved out alone. She stopped going to work. She stopped answering calls. The betrayal crushed her spirit, not just from her husband, but from her own sister. Depression slowly consumed her. One winter morning, Lily received a call that Emma had been found unconscious in her apartment. Her body survived for some time, but her heart never healed. One night it finally gave up. At the funeral, Lily cried loudly, but deep inside, she knew the truth. Emma had died the day Lily betrayed her, and now, years later, everything had come back to her. Melissa, young, pretty, always smiling. Lily had ignored the signs, the late nights, the distance, the excuses, until today, until she saw her wearing that pink nightgown, standing beside her husband, just the way Lily once stood beside Emma's. Now she understood something she had refused to see before. A man taken through betrayal can be taken again. Love built on someone else's tears never lasts. Sin does not disappear, it waits. As I sat alone in my dark room, tears falling silently down my face, I whispered the truth I could no longer deny. I stole my sister's husband, but I didn't win.
I lost my sister. I lost my husband. And in the end, I lost myself. For more dramatic and dramatic stories, subscribe and follow the Midnight Storylines official. We will meet soon, inshallah.